Hello everyone. Welcome back. I wanted to share a final flip through of my, I was calling it a junk journal. I don't know if it's a junk journal, if you would consider it more as a TN or just like some mini album. I don't know. But so anyways, this is the front cover, and once I put my pictures in here, I will then decide what my title is going to be, and I will either add it right here or down here. But anyways, I thought that was, look how pretty this paper is. Anyway, so I left that blank for now, but then I have shown you guys already the pages. I have just added a few more embellishments and stuff and finished embellishing it. So anyways, I am using a ton of the KS Crafts June release dies for this, just to show you guys like you can make embellishments and actually use them in mini albums or junk journals or whatever you want to use them. Like, they don't have to be just standalone little embellishments. But anyways, so you guys have seen like the pages and where I have my cutouts and some of my tags, and I will just go through and show you guys what I have added to it and where I have used the KS Craft dies. So I have created this this little tag right here using the layered jellyfish, and for this jellyfish right here, I used the jellyfish body, and I paired that up instead of these the tentacles that come with it. I paired it up with one of these seaweeds from the seaweed bundle. So and I thought that looked kind of fitting. I wish I had cut it out of vinyl as well, just to give it a little bit more. I did use my crinkle machine, not a machine, but you know, the little crinkle thing that you put your paper in and it crinkles it up for you. I used that for the little tentacles. I like that pattern that it gave it. And then I did use the little bubbles that come with the little boat die, and this is from the seaweed bundle die set. I just cut this paper out. I ran it through my my die cutting machine with an embossing it's a wood grain embossing folder, and then I just inked it up with some blue so that it would kind of tie in a little bit and to tone it down a bit so that it would tie in. As you guys have seen, I have my pocket here, and I have another extra little tug spot right here. I have used the let me put this back in here. I have used the seaweed there. This is that spiky flower, which looks like this. It's a spiky flower plate. And then I also added another one of those jellyfish right here. Right here I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did add some of that vinyl, like I was saying, because sometimes the tentacles kind of look see-through. So I added that to this little tug spot. I added this little flag that I stamped a pink anchor on, and then I have some more flowers right here and seaweed. And then of course this seashell right here is a little tuck spot for my tag. And anyways, I did add some pom-pom trim to the side, and that's it for this page, and the rest I'm going to fill in with pictures and stuff. This page, these next two pages, I didn't really do much. Again, I used this seashell. So I used the Sunshine Bag Topper, which is this part right here, and then I used the Sea Snail Shaker, just the outline right here. I added a sun hat right here, and then I just added this little tag, and which I thought matched that flower right there. So I added this, and I'm leaving space for some more pictures. And then on the other page, let me set those down. On this other page, I have my luggage tag. I'm going to add my picture. Once I add my picture, then I can add some ribbon to hold that in. Remember, this is, I left this open so that I could stick my picture in there. Anyways, so that is all that I have done with that page. For this page right here, I added some more of those, what are they called? The spiky flower plate. The spiky flowers, the yellow, and then I inked up these to kind of match the little parrot. And again, here's my 2 tags. I also have another tuck spot right here, and then this hat is from the Summer Hats, and I just embossed this with an embossing folder, and I love how that turned out. I just love all the texture that it gave it, and I have that tucked in right there. It's kind of like a hat in the sand. Anyways, then moving on to my next page, I have a little tuck spot right here using the luggage, and that is, or suitcase, sorry, it's the suitcase set from KS Crafts. And so I have that tuck spot, and then I have this other tuck spot right here on the side, which I again just embossed this with the wood grain embossing folder, and I can add a picture or something on top of that. You guys have already seen this little bucket. This is the sand pail shaker. This is the larger one. I use that. You could also create a shaker, or use the back part, the background piece. Use a picture as your background piece, and that way you'll have the pail shape, but you'll have your picture inside of that. And then I just added the little scoop that comes with it. I have this little tag that came with the collection, which I've just sewn. I did add some coral right there, and then one of those spiky flowers. I added some more of the seaweed right here in pink, and then on this little tag I added the little tag spot and some more of that coral and this flower, but I need to add a flower center to it, and then, you know, I'll have room to put my pictures in there as well. So then the next and last page is this one, and for this one I used some more of those jellyfish, and for this one I did use I cut that out of vinyl so that it kind of gave it that like see-through glowing effect, and then I added some to the back as well. I crinched that up. I just added some dots there, and I just inked the center, only the center part. I added one right here, and then I have another one on this tag. That way it kind of looks like they're swimming upwards. For this tag, again, I used those bubbles. I used another, the medium size, what do you call it, jellyfish, and I also cut that out with vinyl. And then I have some coral, some seaweed, and this little ship steering wheel that came with the boat die set. And these are all from KS Crafts' June release. So I have this little tag that I can stick right there, and anyways, on this other side I have this little tuck space right here. I do have a tuck space right here as well, but you guys have seen this one. This is the starfish shaker, and again, you can either use your pattern paper as your background, or you can also use a picture. And anyways, I just cut that out and inked the edges to tone it down a little bit, and I'm just sticking that in there, and I just embossed that. It says "Take Me to the Sea," which I thought it was very fitting, and that is it. And then the back page, and I just added a few ribbons to the ends. And anyways, so that is my little junk journal. I'm gonna keep calling it that. And once I add my pictures to it, I think it'll be done, and it'll be so cute, very, very pretty. Anyways, and I'll be able to add my what do you call it, my title. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this final walkthrough, and I will have the dies linked down below. I know they're available at AliExpress. I will see if they're available on Amazon. That kind of varies by your location and the warehouse, what's available at your warehouse. But if I can find those on Amazon, I will link those down below as well. And I will catch you guys on the next one. I do have a few more project shares for Kaya's Crafts, so I'll probably do a separate video for those. But anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoyed this final walkthrough. Bye.